Alright guys, welcome back. I'm TennyaK and we're playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer Chaos Bleeds. This is the second half of the third season. Or the third level. And playing as Willow has good and bad, honestly. For pros and cons, the bad part being the girl, the actress that does her voice is, I looked up the actress's name, and it's Kari something. I don't remember, but she's really annoying. So to have to go through this entire level listening to her voice is definitely a con. But the cool thing about, one of the pros about playing Willow is that you get to do all kinds of magic, and as you progress through the game you will learn more and more spells. Right now you only know 3. You know the fire spell, or the fireball spell, which is just BB, and it works really well if you see the vamps coming. If you see the vamps coming, you know, there's absolutely no downside to using it. If they're close though, and you're kind of forced to have actual hand-to-hand combat, you have, I forgot what it's called. What is it called? Let's pull up our magic book and see. The shockwave. Just A, which is what that is. And Willow can actually do some pretty good damage with the shockwave. And because there's magic behind it, and it's not just her physical ability, I think that makes a lot of sense. So there is a secret somewhere. There's a secret somewhere along the border of this room. Here we go. And you can find secrets if you look, because even if something's a secret, it'll still kind of be flashing. As you could kind of see behind those crates, this was glowing. So this part right here, there's a lot of jumping and pulling yourself up. And honestly, I really don't think Willow would ever have the upper body strength to do so. I mean, I really think she could do it every now and then, I guess, if it was called for. But over and over again, I really don't think she has it. So the reason why I'm using a crossbow on these guys is just because I have the crossbow. I'm not using it because I like to use it. I actually think the crossbow is pretty ineffective. Here's another example. Willow being able to run and jump up on that and pull herself up. I don't think she would have the upper body strength to do it, and I think it's a storyboard glitch. And I think there's a lot of those, a lot of flaws in this game, as I've stated before. Okay, so if anything, this little cutscene is very pointedly saying, look at that door, go through that door. So we're gonna go through the door. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take this on a more open battleground. And I just fired at nothing. Where are you? Oh, God, bloody. I will say one thing about Buffy is that since I've been watching it, I was 12 when the second season was on, and that's when I started watching it, was the second season. If anything this game gave me is British slang being an everyday part of my vocabulary, which people who don't know me, or if they just met me, or we're just hanging out for the first time, will make comments on it, and I always have to say it's because of Buffy.
Oh my God, thank you.
It's because of Giles and Spike. Okay, here's a cutscene.
Where those vamps came from. If Ethan's not behind all of this, I'm not sure I want to know what is. Tara? Sweetie? Where are you? Tara?
Oh my God.
Can you hear me? Willow? I'm I'm here. I tried to fight them, but you'll be all right. I'm coming for you.
And as always, that's Amber Benson.
Gonna get me some of that.
And this is the door we came through originally, but because of magic, I guess, it's completely transformed, and now it's a completely different room. There is a shovel right here, which you can use, but Willow's not very good at using it. Unlike Buffy, who can really wield the heck out of it and just beat the vamps to a bloody pulp with it. But that makes sense. That is consistent with the character, that once again, Willow would not have the upper body strength to wield a shovel or a rake like Buffy would. So Willow with a shovel, I say take it or leave it. However, in the other episode, the other level where you play Willow, which is later on when they're actually in the first dimension, she gets a baseball bat in the shopping mall. And I will say Willow can totally kick ass with the baseball bat in this game. I prefer the baseball bat over her magic. Okay, so we're going to get a spell from Tara in a second, and I'm going to show it off to you guys, so I'm going to put the shovel away.
Willow, I know it sounds crazy, but try the homing missile.
No, Tara, it's not crazy. It's a really awesome, good suggestion. Let's try it out. B-A-B. Damn it.
What's cooking?
B-A. B-A-B. That's what I'm doing. There we go. So, B-A-B, like I said, it's hard to do Willow spells, the complicated ones, because if you don't do them fast enough, you're screwed. So what that does is it just finds all the vamps in the room and dusts them all in one solid blow. And not so much in this level, but later on in the shopping mall, you have to be super careful of her magic level, which is the blue bar, because it's constantly going down. You're constantly using so much magic and doing such complicated spells. It's like you always have to be careful. So let's see if we can do the homing missile, the homing spell again. Okay. Oh, she just bitch slapped her really good. The big boss at the end of this level is kind of tedious. You have to keep Tara from dying. Which is hard. As long as you have metapacks on your side,
Not my weapon of choice.
it's pretty easy. Really? Really? Okay.
Oh, sure. You're not so tough. A mannequin. They're already a ball on me.
What the hell? Oh, here we go.
Finally. Key
That vampire dropped the key card, which I didn't grab. So in here, you're supposed to drain this really big room full of blood to progress in the level, but it's actually kind of easy to jump from the ledge to the ladder and just go around that part. So that would definitely be a glitch.
Should have thought twice about that midnight
There we go. This is what I'm talking about.
I don't want to know where that drains to.
I'm sorry if I'm not doing more commentary like I usually do. It's actually early in the morning. It's actually Easter Sunday. And, well, that's what I'm talking about, is being able to jump from that ledge to the ladder, which I would say most of the time I can do it. But it's early in the morning. It's Easter Sunday. I kind of just woke up. And I'm kind of out of it. I'm going to my sister's house, and the rest of the family is going to be there. All of my nieces and my nephew and my parents and my sisters and my brother-in-laws, everybody's going to be there. So hopefully it'll be fun playing with the kids.
Willow, cast the shield spell. It'll protect you.
Now this spell, the shield spell, is really useful. You use it all the time in the Willow level in the first dimension.
Oh, sure. You're not so tough. I'm sure I'll find a slot for this.
But the shield spell is just BA. And, you know, unfortunately it doesn't last that long, but it lasts long enough to get the job done.
A bottle of holy goodness.
I am having so much, I'm getting beat up so much more than I did in the practice run through.
Oh, now I can be Nurse Willow. Sarah's gonna love this.
Okay, so
Lucky's my middle name, and also clumsy.
So she just said, Lucky's my middle name, and also clumsy. Actually, if anybody cares about some pretty cool Buffy trivia, her middle name is actually Danielle, so it's Willow Danielle Rosenberg.
I really am pleased to see you do it so well.
What? It makes you happy that the witch is going to kick your uptight English chaos woman?
I like how she uses the word English, the description English, as an insult, which is funny. But, okay, so this is the end part, and it's kind of tedious and annoying because you have to keep Tara alive, and it's not exactly easy to do so. Because while you're... So, crap, Tara's getting really low on health. I really hope she dies soon. Ah, crap, I just killed Tara. No! Damn it. This is going to be a really long video because I have to use a continue. I never have to use a continue. This stinks.
Why is it locked? Willow, cast the shield spell. It'll protect you.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do a third one instead of making you watch me do all this.